So the next question is what to do about the dreaded "Are you making money?" question. And people fear if they are new and how to attack that problem. Well, I'll give you a quick thing to say just to attack it. First of all, it's not about how much money I'm making. It's about how much money you're making. You may not make what I make. You may make more than I make. You may not get as much as I make as much as I'm making because I make no more than you. Now, obviously, that's a set thing you can say. But obviously, this is another question whether you're being challenged. You know, if you're getting questions like this, either you have not built enough value before you've approached them, or how you're expressing yourself, to be honest with you, is not very conducive to say, I am a confident person. I am a person you want to join me. Otherwise, you won't be challenged like this. With that said, it's a question more about how you react to it than what the question means itself. You know, think about it. How much money are you making? Well, honestly, that depends on the person that asks it. But one key thing to not do is do not overhype. Do not overhype what you're saying. If you're asking somebody to pay $500, they're going to ask you this question unless you demonstrated that you're making money in other ways and how you carry yourself and what you have around you. If you're asking somebody in like the Empower Network to spend $50 or $150, you're probably not going to get this question as much because the risk involved is not as high. So once again, do not overhype what you're saying. Speak in terms of how you can help them. And in use your team, your sponsor, and others in order to create social proof. I'm going to be honest with you. This site will be designed, and I add stuff to this site all the time, but it will be designed to help you answer this question by other people having their e-wallet accounts up so people can see how much money is being made. There will be screenshots. I know I will periodically update mine, and it will be updated, and it will be known money is made. I plan on having conference calls and telecalls so people understand that there is a group involved, but this isn't somebody pushing snake oil. Once again, speak in terms that is realistically so people can believe it is possible at that moment. Don't talk about thousands of dollars. Talk about thinking hundreds if that's what they want to accept, and you can gauge that. And you don't want them to be in too good to be true mode, because that's where this question comes from. And then at the end of the day, you need to choose who you approach wisely. You know, this is counterproductive. A lot of people is going to say what I'm saying is wrong in the network marketing business, but I'm going to just keep it real with you. Do not approach somebody that you're not on their level to help them. If you're not at their confidence level to, like, for instance, if I want to bring in somebody that's an operations manager that I know in the general world has made more money than me, yes, I know way more than this, and I'm very qualified in a real business sense to do their job. However, if I'm not confident enough in that, don't push yourself, because it's going to show in everything you do. And the final thing is this network marketing real marketing or just some made up stuff people create to scam others out of their money? So I'm just going to answer that real quick. All businesses do this on one and the other. If you look at any commercial, any advertisement in a magazine, in a major corporation, it's in a Fortune 500, they do what's called image marketing primarily. And image marketing is all the branding and all the stuff to help you feel a certain way about that company. However, do you see Facebook signs? Do you see Twitter signs? They're in the social media game now. Why? Because that social media is conducive to virally spread, meaning people are talking about their brand, their business, their product. What are they doing? You know, and this, how do people talk? You notice how they call it social network, social network marketing. Social network media marketing. Do these not sound the same thing, except one's done online and one's done mouth to mouth? However, there is a conversation that's being had, whether it be online or whether it be offline. I want you all to think of it this way. Network marketing is social media pre-internet. So back in the direct response days, which is those mail order days, Before the internet existed, network marketing is what social media marketing was. It is what branding was designed to basically facilitate, whether it be branding of sporting events, whether it be branding of advertisements and magazines. It was designed to facilitate this conversation, and the internet just made it very much easier to do it. Companies do this. They have always done this. It's just it wasn't called this. Nobody didn't really understand how to monetize it. The difference now is there's an industry that is created off a lot of companies and startups that actually use just this in order to get their stuff off the ground and then get their stuff moved, because it takes so many of the overhead factors out of the situation. Think about it. If you have a website, do I need to pay for... I'll give you a perfect example. Circuit City, where I'm at in North Carolina, has got basically pushed back to Canada. You know why? Because they upped their products to pay for their nearly amusement park looking like stores. Best Buy had a focused on services and good customer service, as well as other services, as well as lowering the products to get people in their stores, because people don't care about a pretty store. They care about people that know what they're talking about in the store and products that a company is willing to back. Circuit City, I'm not going to down them, and they had good products. It's just they were more expensive than Best Buy. That's just keeping it real. That's a fact. And this is what hurt them in their business model. Blockbuster Video. Their stores weren't pretty, but they got beat out by GameFly and Netflix, which I guarantee you GameFly and Netflix have some ugly warehouses. It's just they help produce a cheaper product that's basically the same thing. And I'm going to tell you something. GameFly didn't really push a lot of commercials out. What really got GameFly and Netflix primarily out there was really social media marketing, network marketing. They don't have a network marketing arm, but I'm telling you, it's that word of mouth that made it work. So yes, this is done by real business, in the sense of business that you see on the commercials and stuff like that. It works all the time. You know, Facebook, as I say this yesterday, they're saying they fell flat, but I think they raised like $100 billion. You know, that was a social network company. That company sells search engine traffic. Please, this works. So with that said, these are all these questions I've answered. Look, if you have any other questions, feel free to email me at betatestnow2012@gmail.com. I look forward to creating another video and answering your questions. I love these because I'm not afraid of them. If any of you all that really know me, you all know I have a rebuttal for everything. And I challenge you to stump me. I'm talking about on the spot. Especially in something like this. I'm going to let you know up front. I have 6 years on most of everybody. So these are questions that I've asked myself, and I've seeked out these answers. And a lot of them are answers that I figured out myself. So with that said, you know, until the next video, thank you and signing out.